So this is going to be the Carle BioMaker Lab, which is part of the Materials Research Lab here at the University of Illinois. This spring we'll be acquiring and building up the new lab, and we hope to have it open in the summer of 2019. The lab that we're going to build here is designed to bring biology and material science together. Material science is the science of everything that the world is made of, including people, that's biomaterials. But for a long time, the people who worked in material science and the people who worked in biology had a lot of difficulties in interacting, in part because their equipment needs were quite different. Now what we're doing is we're creating a lab that has all the equipment that the biologists need and the material scientists need so that they can work together to advance science and engineering. In the lab we have a number of very exciting areas that we're working on and that we anticipate in the future. So historically it's been very hard to be able to image biological materials where you can almost see where every atom is. But in material science we knew how to do that. So what we're hoping and what we're working on now is building out this lab so that we can build materials almost atom by atom to bring them into the human body, to be able to treat disease, to be able to improve human function, improve human life and lifespan and quality of life. The lab has a number of fairly unique pieces of equipment. One is an equipment that actually takes the sample and freezes it in under 1,000th of a second. And by freezing it that quickly, ice crystals don't form. The ice actually stays in what's called a random or vitreous structure. And that means we can then put it into a microscope where we can see the atoms, and the ice just holds everything in place. And then we're able to use the microscope to see where all the atoms of the tissue are that is in that frozen slab of ice. It's called a vitrobot. It's basically a robot that freezes something far faster than you can blink. So the tools that we'll have in here, along with this vitrobot, another area that we're going to be doing is building a system that we can do 3D tissue printing. And so this will enable us to print tissues that could potentially replace human tissues or enhance human tissues that have been damaged. And then going back to the first area, if you can see where all the atoms are in a tissue, then you can learn how to treat disease, and you can learn how to, again, improve the function of that tissue. So it's going to both, I think, treat more organ level as well as all the way to disease and infections.